Welcome to my channel, Lux to O, and today I wanted to share with you 3 of my favorite almond heavy fragrances. I can't imagine something better than Almond Joy. That's why I wanted to bring these 3 to you as some of my favorite almond scents. Almonds have that sweet, nutty aroma that is easy to recognize whether you're baking a cake, using it in a dinner, your dinner preparations, or it can be used as a fixative in perfumes, which helps the other notes to just adhere to it and helps perfumes to last a little bit longer. Almonds add that complexity to our fragrances, and it layers well with caramel, vanilla, and other gourmand notes too. And it helps to add that creaminess. Almonds in perfume do help you to think of like a marzipan or something like a macaroon when it's baking, and that's the feeling I get with these fragrances I'm about to show you. The first one is Widian Almond. It's a sweet, delicious almond perfume. It's an oriental floral, and it was introduced in 2019. It is still in production. Spring, fall, winter unisex fragrance. It's a fruity, white, floral, and somewhat gourmand with that creamy almond note. And it's a delicious sweet vanilla in here, and it is beautifully blended. It is sweet and nutty. That's what you get from Widian Almond. It also contains raspberry, peach, coconut, tuberose. Those are just some of the notes. I do not get a lot of the peach. I do get a tiny bit of the raspberry. I do get a tuberose and a coconut to it. But it has many notes and is blended beautifully. It does last about 6+ hours on my skin, which is good, and it has a good projection. I find that this is also wonderful if you layer it with a lactonic scent, such as commodity milk, which is what I tried layering it with. And it really just adds something to the commodity milk for me. Beautiful scent, and it's not one I would have ordered, but I started hearing things about it, and I started looking into it and realized that that is certainly one I wanted to try. Great scent. Once again, it's Widian, and it is called Almond. The next fragrance I have is by Dior, called Hypnotic Poison. There are other versions of this, such as Poison Girl Unexpected, Poison Girl, Pure Poison, and Hypnotic Poison. This brighter bottle, more of a red, is the EDT. There is also an EDP, which I have, and it's in the very dark red, almost magenta, really dark bottle. Beautiful fragrance too. I find the EDT does last extremely well, especially if you pair it with a lotion, a body lotion that they do have. And when I did purchase this, I ordered it in a gift set. So I also had an accompanying body lotion, which really helps that scent to linger too. This has jasmine sandback in it. This has a more pronounced fragrance than other varieties of jasmine. So the jasmine sandback has the very large creamy leaves that perfumers love to use in fragrances. It also has a sensual vanilla in it. Hypnotic Poison EDT and the EDP also has a very creamy vanilla in here that just seems to caress and kiss the skin. It's like a warm embrace. It has a nice spicy accords that are well blended in this fragrance, and I do love that bottle, and I don't think I will ever get tired of it. Some people love this and some really dislike it, but there is no doubt about this one. It is unforgettable. To me, it is very sexy, it's very addictive, and I don't ever want to be without it. If I had to pick a top 10 for life, this would certainly be in there. Some form of Hypnotic Poison, either the EDP or the EDT. There is a slight difference between those two. The EDP, I think, is longer lasting. However, the EDT did surprise me, and it does have a good lasting power as well. If you find that Hypnotic Poison is not to your liking, then you could try Hypnotic Poison, Poison Girl Unexpected. That's your second kind. You can also try Poison Girl, which is still on Dior's website as being available to order. Poison Girl Unexpected, I often find at the discount gray market sites, and the pricing is not bad either. And the Poison Girl does have more bitter almond in it rather than that sweet almond that we're so familiar with in Hypnotic Poison. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you do not find Hypnotic Poison to your taste, I would encourage you to try Poison Girl or Poison Girl Unexpected. The other thing I notice in Hypnotic Poison, more in the EDP than the EDT I have here, is a licorice note, which I happen to really enjoy. I love the black licorice both to eat and also to smell. If you don't like that, then you may not like this fragrance, but you can find it at Sephora or some of the major department stores, and you can see for yourself before you purchase what you think of Hypnotic Poison by Dior. There is a reason it's been out so long, and I consider it one of my almond joys. My third and last almond fragrance that I'll share with you today is by Initio. Initio is a very interesting house. I will read you what they say about this fragrance, which is high frequency. This is the part of their Carnal Blend collection, which their website states is composed of notes to awaken pleasure and to stir physical attraction. It's a fall, winter, spring set. It is unisex, but in my opinion, Initio's high frequency is feminine leaning. I've mentioned this in several videos and probably will continue to do so because I love the fact that while a lot of their bottles may be the same, such as Carnal Blends have the purple bottles, and you think, how can I tell the difference? Because it's not marked on the base of the bottle, but it is on the top, which I think is very great attention to detail because it easily allows you to see what fragrance you are reaching for. The magnolia and the jasmine in here, some people may find indolic. On my skin, I do not find it to go indolic at all. I find that to me, they more gracefully lay on my skin, and they're not just too much or making you feel sick because of some people feel that way whenever you have a strong magnolia or jasmine scent. I don't feel like Initio high frequency is to that level at all. It's a beautiful fragrance. The middle notes in here give it a slight, gentle, sweet and powdery notes with vanilla and heliotrope. Now, heliotrope does tend to lead to a powdery finish to a fragrance. I happen to really enjoy it. This is not a powder bomb and it's not overly powdery. So I would encourage you to get a sample of it and see what you think about it. It took me trying it a few times before I decided I did want to add it to my collection. The middle notes in this fragrance pair so well with the base notes of almond, sandalwood, and hedione. It helps to make this perfume enticing and has a come hither type of attitude. I think the hedione is really what helps to stimulate the pleasure centers in the brain. So if you are looking for something that will truly be addictive, attention grabbing, and help you to feel attractive, then try Initio's Carnal Blend High Frequency. This is warm and welcoming, even if somebody just gets a whiff of it on you. It's that floral almond fragrance, and there is that base that has a little bit of that almond scent, so that's why I added it to my almond collection today, the top 3. So once again, we have Widian's Almond, excellent choice. Next we have number 2, Hypnotic Poison. This is EDT with a brighter, redder bottle. I do have the EDP, which is a very dark magenta burgundy bottle. And then we have High Frequency, which is a part of Initio's Carnal Blend collection. So you can get a whiff of this. The one thing I will say about the Initio website is that you can choose to sample their Carnal Blend collection. They have it very nicely laid out so that you can select from that particular collection or perhaps choose from one of their others. I happen to like the what I call the white collection, and it has Rehab, Paragon, Musk Therapy, and those are all fragrances that I am so glad I have in my collection. They're the more calming, relaxing scents, but we're not talking about that today, so I've gone off on a tangent. Sorry about that, but these almond scents are simply beautiful, and I hope you can try them this time of year, and I hope you will think that they're your almond joys as well. I hope you enjoy these almond scents. If you are using any of them currently, or if you have others that you really enjoy, I would love to know what they are. Please write that in a comment. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your favorite nutty scents are, and they don't have to be almond. I love nutty fragrances anyways. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.